I hope you guys don't mind, but I was not in the mood for big light today. Really, truly just couldn't be asked. I needed something moodier. So I've brought down my salt lamp to be closer. I will set up my ring light in just a second, just so you can actually see my face a bit better. Alright, hopefully this has lit me a bit better. I was stressing about plug or whatever, but we're here now. Anyway, it is late at night. And I feel like that speaks to the theming of this video, which, by the way, I'm going to be talking about my experience with 2025. Sort of just a recap, a review. There's not going to be much editing on this one, just because it's more for me, so I can see how far I've come. At the minute, it is the winter solstice, or the start of the winter solstice, so perfect time for manifesting, which we're going to be doing tomorrow. I've done a lot of growing this year, I think. Like, at the start of the year, I was in just not a great place, not an awesome place, but I feel like I've grown a lot. I just found the plug that I lost. But yeah, as I was saying, I've done a lot of growing this year. I feel like I've come pretty damn far from where I was at the start of 2025. And a lot of things have happened, so I thought let's just sort of go over them, speak about them, hear about them, sort of thing. At the start of this year, I was mainly hyperfixated on a certain mascot horror game. No, it's not FNAF, it's the other one. It's the other one. Awful, awful. But at the time, I was severely agoraphobic. Like, I would not step out of the house at all. I would feel sick and sometimes even vomit at the thought of going outside, which is insane because now I go outside super often. But that's where I was at the start of this year. I was in an awful spot. I remember crying a lot. I did a lot of crying at the start of this year. I was not happy, not a happy girl at all. But then in maybe spring, starting to go into summer, something sort of like changed. The winds of fate, they took me somewhere else. I don't know what it was that specifically set it off, but there's just, I know even in my camera roll, there's a significant amount of pictures of me actually outside there, like at the start of spring, summer, I'm going outside again. And then we finally got around to autumn, October hit, and obviously I started my YouTube channel. I don't know what made me want to start a YouTube channel actually. I think at first it was, I want to talk about my life and get paid for it, blah 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 blah. Yeah, it was that. It was absolutely that. I was just like, getting paid for just being myself sounds like an amazing thing to do, actually. Investment, I guess. So I started making videos in October, and I don't know if it's noticeable, but it's kind of obvious how my videos went from stuff that I thought people would like to stuff I actually enjoy. Like, throughout the month, it sort of just, like, changed. It changed. It's, like, changed within me. And I wasn't doing it for views or anything anymore. I wasn't specifically targeting what I think people might enjoy or making thumbnails that I think will get clicks or whatever. I was actually making it because I enjoyed making stuff. Wild thing. I used to be really into making videos. Like, before I was even on YouTube, I would make silly little videos for my family. There's multiple examples. I was literally going over them this evening and looking back and thinking, my editing style has changed a lot from the sound effect every 5 seconds. But no, in a jaw. We love a jaw. A jaw, my favourite. He nearly commits suicide. It nearly happened, man, and we respect him for it because valid crash out. He's so me. What? and B, I've changed a lot as just a person. But yeah, my outlook towards YouTube changed a lot as the months gone on, from autumn into winter. I've found more enjoyment in what I'm doing, and I feel more comfortable being myself, because I guess I don't know if I smile as much as I did in my early videos now. Because I know in my earlier ones, I used to always, in the back of my mind, be thinking, smile, 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 smile for the camera, smile for the camera. Because, like, I'm worried people won't find me as welcoming if I'm not smiling. But, like, naturally, my face tends to be a bit blank. At least that's what I've been told by my family. They tell me, oh, you're kind of expressionless. And it's just like, guys. I think that's part of my autism, which, by the way, your girl got diagnosed. That happened this year, which was a big thing for me. I feel like I've already spoken about this on my channel before, but it was definitely a very big thing for me, because I had such a sense of imposter syndrome when it came to my neurodivergence. Like, I refused every sense of help that was even offered to me, for fear of looking like I was faking, or for fear of taking stuff away from someone who might actually need it, when I did also need it. So, for example, I refused to have any sort of, like, communication cards or headphones or anything like that. Anything. I would refuse it outright and say, I'm not actually autistic, so you can't be getting me that stuff. You can't be getting me that stuff. And now I have the diagnosis, so it cured my worry about just not. A lot of earlier this year was spent in fear of not being normal, right? And I feel like that's actually, you know what? Yeah, that's been my word for the year. Acceptance. Acceptance has been my word of the year, because there's a lot of things out of control in my life at the minute, but I'm accepting them into my life anyway, you know? If it's something I can't change, and it's something I can't do anything about, and it's just something that's happening against my will, the best thing I can do is just accept it. I can just accept that happening to me. I've really enjoyed making videos for you guys over this month. This has been really fun. And I know I don't get very many views or anything on it, because I'm still an itty-bitty creator, amongst a haystack of others. But it's nice when I see people comment, and it's nice when I see people like, and it's nice when I see my subscriber count go up, because it's just like, wow, people like me for who I am. It's just like, it's a good feeling. What I'm saying is, I'm appreciative of the support that I've been given, and, you know, the itty-bitty platform that I have. I'm glad to have people watch me and comment and say hi every now and again. I feel like that's something I really want. That's the main thing I want, actually. I want community. That's what I want out of all of this at this point. My YouTube is not for money, it's not for fame, it's for community. I want to build a group of people that can just hang out. Just be normal. Be their normal. My favourite days this year were probably my birthday. My birthday was a very big day for me, I think. My 16th has always been a big thing in my mind, and once again, I'm ever so grateful for what I was given on my 16th, what I was able to have. I'm still in awe of myself in that dress. I'm truly so grateful for it. Some of the favourite things I've done this year. Now that's a hard one. Starting my YouTube. I feel like that's one of my favourite things that I've done this year, because while I preach about being super growing a lot over this year, I feel like the thing that really pushed that for me is starting my YouTube, because it gave me the motivation to go out and do things. Like, even, like, before October, right? Just September. I was not doing much. Like, I was going out finally, but I wasn't going out often. And then all of a sudden October hit and I'm going out. I'm going out to make those videos. I'm going out to do this stuff. And then obviously November happened and I sort of went on hiatus for a bit. That was mainly because I was like, holy shit, I just did that. You know that? You know that feeling where you've just done something you never thought you'd do and you just have to sit with it for a while? That's what I was doing. I was sitting with that. I was processing. I was like, wow, I can do this sort of thing. If I really put my mind to it, I can just get on with it. I had to sit with that for quite a while. I was so in shock of what I could achieve if I just put my mind to it. And once again, now I've started, and we're coming to the end of Vlogmas, I'm once again in shock of what I'm managing. You would not have caught me going out on walks. Even in October, you would not have caught me going on my lonesome just for a walk. And now I'm going out on walks often. Really, really often. And I feel like that's such a magical thing. That's such an amazing thing. At the end of the day, I am very, very happy with how this year has turned out. I am overjoyed with the outcome. I'm proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself for what I've managed to do. And it took a lot of work. It did take a lot of work and a lot of discussions with myself and reflecting and all this sort of stuff to get me to where I'm at. But just the thought that the version of me from January is essentially non-existent now, I can't even describe how good it feels. I can't even describe how good I feel knowing that girl, that version of me, those behaviors, those habits are just gone. They're just non-existent. I can't even describe. I'm so happy. Anyway, enough of me being like whimsical or whatever. Like, subscribe, whatever. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a vision board, which will be super duper fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I think while I do want to do a life binder, what I'm thinking is we just vision board tomorrow and then do life binder as January rolls around. So we're gonna keep it small for now and then really structure stuff in January, okay? That's my hope. Lots of love. Happy Vlogmas Day 21.